Hi everyone, today I'm in Gračanica in Kosovo. It's about 10 kilometers south of Pristina, and immediately when I arrived here I saw something unusual. I saw the Serbian flag right in the center of the town, and Gračanica is actually a town which is mostly populated by Serbians, and they don't really recognize the same as Serbia. They don't really recognize the country of Kosovo or the regime of Kosovo on them. So yeah, very complicated. Gračanica is the place of one of the most important monasteries, Serbian Christian Orthodox monasteries. So we will go to see the monastery. So I just had coffee in one of the coffee shops here, and immediately I noticed that this is another territory. People smoke everywhere, which is very typical for Serbians. And they also speak Serbian. So yeah, you can notice immediately that you are in another place. You're in another place in Kosovo. And Gračanica is actually the center of the Serbian minority inside Kosovo. So it makes sense, all these cultural differences here. So I'm heading now to the monastery, to Gračanica monastery. It's a few minutes walk from the center of the town. I should cross that bridge. This water doesn't seem to be very clean. I just grabbed myself something to eat, and in the shop they don't only speak Serbian, they also accept here, as well as euro, also Serbian dinars. So we can see from here the wall, the outer wall of the monastery. It's actually surrounded by a wire. We will get in a second. Yeah, so this is the entry. It's already impressive. Look at these doors. It was very beautiful inside, as you could see. You're actually not allowed to take photos inside the monastery, and the guards came to me. They requested I would stop taking photos and videos. You are allowed to take photos outside the monastery, but yeah, I could see that they're very suspicious. It's heavily guarded, this place. You know, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's very important for the Serbians, and you know, I can see why. So I'm heading now to the center of Gračanica, hopefully to maybe have a coffee and take a ride back to Pristina. So I want to thank you very much for joining me to this video today. And one last thing before I said goodbye, I just came back to my hotel in Pristina from Gračanica, and the taxi driver that took me was Serbian. He spoke with me a lot about the conflict. I actually asked him because I'm very interested in this conflict, and told me it's very difficult to live as a Serbian minority in Kosovo. It's very difficult for a Serbian to get a job here in Kosovo, and that's why they stay more in their areas like Gračanica. He don't work as a taxi driver in Pristina. It's about 10-15 minute drive, about 10 kilometers from Pristina, which is the capital of Kosovo, to Gračanica. He told me don't work here in the center of Pristina because it's not so safe for him, and he worked only in Gračanica. And he told me that like before the war, a lot of the products were locally made, and now after the war, he said actually the war is a foreign influence in this area, which is mainly for economic interest. You know, NATO and Turkey, that you can see a lot of its presence here. In Europe, he said it's all economic interest. It's not for the favor of the people that live here. And it's his point of view as a Serbian living here in Kosovo. I really hope for a better future for them, for the Serbians, for the Albanians that live here, and all the Balkans. And that's it for today. That's really it. Thank you very much again for joining me to this video, and I'll see you next time.